Hey folks, Dagan here, and as the title of this video suggests, today I'm going to be talking about whether a Floyd Rose Tremolo system belongs on a PRS guitar. And to demonstrate such a fact, I have this wonderful PRS SE Custom 24 with a Floyd in charcoal cherry, which you can get via a link in the description box down below from Anderton's. But more of that shortly. I mean, personally, I'm a huge advocate for it. If I don't do at least like say 13 dive bombs a day, I start getting the shakes. It's just the most fun you can have with an electric guitar. But there's so many guitars out there which famously work better with Floyd Roses, let's say, like Jacksons and Kramers and Charvels and stuff, and Ibanez's with the Edge. Paul's guitars, famously, whether it be the fancy USA Core models or the amazing SE models, like I say, famously, are the most versatile, easy to play, well thought out guitars on the entire planet. And that includes the tremolo that comes with the standard SEs or regular custom 24s. So why on earth would you need a double locking tremolo? I mean, all you have to do is look at, say, Mark Tremonti, the way he utilizes his PRS Trem to do all his kind of flutters and stuff. And crazy dive bombs, like the chorus of Metalingus by Alter Bridge is a fine example of that, and all the Creed stuff and the rest. And that's a testament to how well thought out and crafted Paul's guitars are. But if you're someone like myself, Floyd Roses feel a certain way. I mean, the elephant in the room is the fact that with the double locking mechanism you can go absolutely bananas. And everything will stay wonderfully in tune. But Floyds feel a certain way. PRS guitars are amazing, regular guitars with regular kind of tremolos are amazing, but Floyd Roses feel a certain way, and they make the guitar react in a very different way to what, well, not a very different way, there's a very subtle way which you can feel in your hands, and you can feel as you play. There's a certain weightiness to them, and again, none of this is taken away from the fantastic PRS Trems and the like, but they've got a weight to them, and they've got a bounce, with this being fully floating as well. And you don't really get that same feeling with any other Trem. It's a lot more substantial in the palm of your hand, which, in my sense, and a lot of people who are Floyd Rose fans as well out there will realise, it gives you a bit more control. It's a bit more to not grab onto, but the weight at the back with the overall mass of a Floyd Rose, it's a bit, you get a bit more control, and so that's never a bad thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think I'm trying to romanticize the Floyd Rose a bit when it is just a Floyd Rose. But there's a reason the design hasn't really changed since Eddie Van Halen finessed it with Mr. Floyd Rose himself back in the mid-80s. And that suits a very specific guitar player. So when you cross-pollinate a Floyd Rose with something as versatile, as easy to play as a PRS, in my eyes it's a match made in heaven, because you can do everything with this guitar. I know they're a pain to set up, right? If you don't know how these work, they can be a bit of a pain if you're a beginner. But like I said, when you get both the amazing versatility of the PRS and the Floyd Rose, amazing things happen. And there will still be people in the comments going, well, if you set up a regular Floyd Rose Trem, a regular PRS Trem well, it'll be fine. And 82% of the time, not even that, 72% of the time, it will be absolutely fine. But if you want to go... If you want to do that every night and have the same guitar from start to finish of the set with a double locking trem of a Floyd Rose, it's a match made in heaven. It's perfect. So, I love a Floyd Rose. If you disagree, comment down below and share your thoughts, because I want to know why people dislike them as much as they do, because I think they're excellent. Let's talk about this guitar now. See, I told you could do absolutely everything on these bloody guitars. And so this guitar, in particular, is a charcoal cherry PRS SE Custom 24. And it's been kindly loaned to me for this video from the fine folk at Anderton's. You know Anderton's, the best place on the entire planet to buy any music gear. Guitars, amps, pedals, PA systems, pianos, drum kits, synthesizers, things that flash and make sounds when you press buttons on them that all the fancy DJs use at festivals and that. I've got no idea how any of that stuff works, but it sounds fantastic, and if you want to sound fantastic with that, or anything I've mentioned, or anything in between, of course, get your fine self over to Anderton's. But this, specifically, this wonderful charcoal cherry SE Custom 24, you'll find a link for it in the description box just down there. Anderton's have an epic deal on this guitar right now with hundreds of pounds off, but not just this guitar, also the charcoal cherry SE24, the SE2408, well, and the Floyd one, of course. So for accurate pricing and all the rest, you'll find this guitar with the Floyd Rose and everything else linked in the description box down below. Huge thank you to Anderton's for setting this guitar up for me to check out, and for sponsoring today's video. You'll be seeing a lot more of myself with Anderton's in the coming weeks, months, and into the future. So what's the specs on this bad lad, besides the fact it's got a Floyd? Oh, one other little thing. If you do enjoy what I do and want to support me even more, I have got a very cool Patreon page, which you'll find just a link in the description box down there, where you'll find lots of awesome behind the scenes stuff, lessons, unboxings, also lots of cool archived stuff from my previous job that I couldn't show anyone, but now I can show everyone. So if you want to see some cool stuff and support me even more, check out my Patreon just down there. So the recipe of this guitar is what you'd expect. Just because it's got a Floyd on it doesn't mean the mahogany's been harvested from Richie Sambora's backyard or anything. It's a standard SE Custom 24. It's got the mahogany back with a set mahogany neck and that lovely shallow violin carved top, which with like I say, that lovely charcoal cherry finish. That grey to red burst is just absolutely stunning, and it really sets off the flame maple veneer. With that as well, there's also a quilted maple variant available. And guess what? Anderton's also have an epic deal on that as well, so you'll find that linked in the description box down below too. I always feel like guitars with Floyds just resonate a little more than non-Floyd guitars. It could just be all in my head, but... the amount of mass here, the amount of mass that the Floyd Rose gives without any kind of crazy brass block modifications or anything, just makes it a little bit sweeter, but I am biased because I love Floyd Roses. Anyways, that mahogany set neck I was talking about before is the wide thin profile, again a very familiar neck on PRS guitars, whether it be a Custom 24 or an SE Custom 24. 14-inch radius ebony fingerboard with 24 of Paul Reed Smith's finest frets. You won't find any locking tuners up top though, because of course it's got the locking nut for the Floyd. And I love a 14-inch radius fingerboard. It's flatter than your more traditional old school guitar, let's say. But I don't know, it just feels like Paul probably designed it to be. It feels perfect. Same with the scale length. 25-inch scale, perfectly in between a Gibson and a Fender scale length. Speaking of fun specs though, humbuckers. 2 PRS SE 8515S pickups. 1 volume, 1 tone, 3-way pickup selector. But on the tone, if you pull it out, you get some lovely dazzling single coil tones. You'll hear that a lot less subtly, more subtly, in a bit when I clean things up. It's a wonderful single coil split on these guys, on the PRS SEs. Anyways, let's get to some tones. Let's start with some dirt and then end with some cleans, because this thing is just dying to scream at you. It's okay to modulate keys every now and then without even realizing it. It's part of the fun. It keeps you on your toes. Come on. Literally go from like this kind of stuff to it's a riff machine, this thing, but also The clean tones are so sparkly and lovely. Let's check it out. I think that's all the clean sounds I can get out of it. Bridge, middle, neck, coil split, and the rest. It's such a gorgeous thing, and like I say, epic deals now on at Anderton's, link to the description box down below. In all the different variations, quilted maple, non-Floyd Rose, but I highly recommend getting the Floyd because, like I keep saying, it does everything. Huge thank you again to the guys and gals at Anderton's for sponsoring today's video and for sending this wonderful guitar for me to check out. If you like what I do, all my social stuff is linked in the description box down below, including my Patreon page, where you'll see lots of cool behind the scenes stuff, lessons, unboxings, and all the rest. Thanks for watching this. Comment down below what you think. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.